welcome to the Glazov gang. Our very special guests this evening. Dwight Schultz, he was once actor. Where there is a TV box, he pretend he's someone else.
Oh,
Well, I do it on purpose, right? I do it for you.
wait a minute. Yakov Smirnov and Sacha Baron Cohen,
No,
right?
No.
And he played Murdoch on 18.
Upload it to me. He's meaningless. Meaningless, attached to dust.
Okay. We also have Morgan Brittany with us, a TV and movie star.
Oh, gee.
And she played in the iconic series Dallas.
Right, that's right.
Katherine Wentworth,
Yes.
who killed Bobby.
I was a bad guy.
But it
Horrible
was just...
It was a dream.
It was just a
all
dream.
a dream. So he didn't die. I didn't die. You don't know where I am?
And Morgan Brittany is also a politic.
Yes, doing something worthwhile now.
And I forgot to say, Dwight is a wannabe politic.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Oh, gee.
And we also have with us, back by popular demand, I've even got a few threats in the mail, and we're going to be talking about the Woodward threat tonight, so there's threats everywhere, that I have to have Anne-Marie Murrell on my show.
There you go.
But our ratings are skyrocketing because of it.
Yes.
And Anne-Marie is the National Director of Politics.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
tell our audience maybe one more thing about you that maybe they should know or
what,
don't
me?
know. Pardon me?
Say what?
About you.
A boat?
Oh, here we go.
Like row?
Here we go. Did you hear that?
Row,
Canada
row.
is taking over.
yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's it.
Well, I'll tell you. A
You guys
boat.
take off, eh?
There it is.
You know they really do say that a lot. You do that,
Okay. All right.
See
all
this,
right.
eh?
I'm learning.
Poor
I'm
Danny.
learning. Okay, so Anne-Marie, one more thing about you before we begin the very serious discussions of the week.
About me. I am a politic, and we just got nominated, Morgan and Dr. Gina and I, and the politics are writers. We have amazing writers. We just got nominated for the People's Choice Blogger of the Year Award. That'll be announced at CPAC.
Congratulations.
So please
Exciting,
vote for
huh?
us.
Congratulations.
Bag,
Congratulations.
gravel.
That's right. That's
Dwight,
right.
I was a little bit uncomfortable. Show how you just clapped. That was
No, no.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Glazov gang.
Thank you.
There are
Thank you.
There are no new members.
No.
But
we're
we
old.
still have to say it, and whoever says it first wins a bonus point. And I'm not going to tell you what it's for in the end, but you get a very special prize. What is the rule of the Glazov gang? Whoever gets it first.
Can't get involved with this metrosexual stuff.
Okay.
Just can't.
Whoever. Okay. You can check out.
Oh, but you can never leave.
You can check out anytime
Time you like,
You can
but
actually-
you can
you can
never
check out.
leave.
Check out.
Check
So
out.
it's oat too.
Check it out.
So when you say out,
Oat.
it's like,
Oat in a boot.
what do you call Quaker oats? What do you call those? Do you call them oots?
Sorry.
Oots.
Sorry.
We're in trouble.
Okay.
Okay.
The gang is in trouble.
Moving right along.
From the world of buffoonery and jokes, and also the demeaning of a host that is nice enough to invite you here, but you're gracious enough to come, let us begin the serious discussion on the Glazov gang. Ladies and gentlemen, the Woodward threat. This is part of the issue of sequestration. Morgan, why don't you begin by telling us what's going on?
Well, Bob Woodward, whom everybody knows, right, from Watergate days and everything else, he evidently, what came out today, is he's kind of blowing the whistle on Obama's denial that he's responsible for the sequester. And according to certain press reports, and he came out and said that he was threatened, he was sent a threatening email that said that I guess he was going to pay for it somehow.
Now-
I don't believe that.
Now,
I
Morgan-
don't believe President Obama would threaten anyone. That doesn't make sense to me. That
Oh,
someone
he
from
didn't
Chicago,
do it himself.
That someone from
He
Chicago
said
would
someone
do
Okay,
it.
no.
else
Just-
did it.
Now,
No.
just wait. Now, wait. Morgan, educate our panel and our viewers a little bit briefly. Obama is responsible because he wouldn't make a deal.
That's exactly
Right?
right. That's
so these
exactly
automatic
right.
cuts have to be done because Obama will not bend in the
That's
sense of
exactly
agreeing to
right.
cuts while spending.
That's right. And that
okay.
took place. That took place in, I believe, 2011, and that was, that was part of the deal.
Okay. Now, and who sent him the threat? We don't know.
We don't know. It came from.
It's sort of like the strange emails that who was getting with the Petraeus scandal.
BuzzFeed has said it's Sperling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he,
So-
he was told, you will regret this.
Yes, you
That
will
was
regret this.
Okay.
So why the thing?
What
How
would
will
that
he
mean?
regret it?
Wow.
This is the thing I don't understand. Why is Obama? He's using this strategy of trying to say, "Oh, it's not my fault." He's never at fault for anything. I didn't know about it. Oh, I wasn't there. Oh, I wasn't in the White House. Benghazi, what's that? He doesn't know about anything.
Okay. Anne-Marie, what is your interpretation of this?
It's the usual thuggery that's been taking place since Barack Obama took office in 2008. This has been, it's been, at least they're consistent. I mean, everything that's happened, it's like we can't be shocked anymore.
It's like the mafia.
It's like the mafia.
But is there, how will
And
he
the most-
regret it? Maybe he won't get a job on MSNBC the way that Axelrod and Gibbs
Well, yeah.
got.
I don't know
what's
about that. I don't know
But
about
what
that.
what does that mean, you will regret
I don't
this?
know.
The
I don't know.
thinnest skinned president in my entire lifetime. I don't know of any president who's got his little fingers in every single aspect of life in America. That he
Okay.
is so sensitive to
Here's the-
criticism.
He's more sensitive than Dwight.
A lot, yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
Dwight, что ты про это думаешь?
Hey.
Фурим дарашисме. Ладрога мен ефиш. Хашат чотнут бруц. Халикт.
Okay.
Wow.
Dwight, your
Okay.
interpretation of the Woodward threat.
My interpretation is this. The Obama...
Be brief and don't get so passionate.
The
Now, go
Obama
ahead.
administration is built upon the manipulation of the lie and the embrace of the lie, which is why after Debbie Wasserman Schultz lied about Michael Oren, she could run up on the stage and be embraced by the president and become, again, elected head of the Democratic National Committee. And the media has gone along with the lie, starting with who he is, what his background was, his relationship with heirs, Jeremiah Wright. It's all built on a lie. And he lies continuously. Continuously. And all of the reporters back him. Bob Woodward has said, no, this is a lie. It's madness. He even went so far as to call it madness.
That's right.
And he
But the whole
compared-
media is going along with it.
well, we don't know yet. Let's just tomorrow.
I
was
mean,
another
up till
day.
now.
Up until now. Up until now. But Woodward didn't go along with the lie, and so therefore, what they will do is they will cut him out. He will get
yeah.
no more information, and people will start to, as good Marxists do, they really know how to assassinate character.
Okay.
So they will go behind the scenes and they will find anything that they can to lower Bob Woodward into the mud.
He can come to our side. We'll take
Yeah,
him.
and
Well,
here's the other thing that
there's
really
courage there.
This
Yeah.
really bothers me too.
Okay, let Morgan talk now.
Yeah, here's the thing that bothers me about this sequestration deal.
Okay.
No one seems to understand that these cuts, these minuscule little cuts that are going to be made, Obama can decide what gets cut and what doesn't. Now, probably what he's going to do if this goes through on Friday, he's probably going to do something that's going to hurt the American people. He will decide to cut in areas that will cause pain to the American people.
While he's right now
Exactly.
threatening how sequestration is going to hurt
That's
the American
right.
people.
And
right?
he's going to say, because of the Republicans, you're being hurt. You're
Okay.
going to have to stand. We're not going to be able
Yeah.
to protect this country. That, to me, is treasonous to this country.
Well, it's incredible that this is coming from a guy back in the day that was talking about there's no blue states, there's no red states.
Oh,
there's,
right,
And it's just
right.
class hatred 24/7.
Yeah.
We'll watch
That's
it.
all he's
Yeah.
been about from the beginning.
Demagoguery.
Do you think so
Absolutely.
far I have said the wisest things to some degree?
Not necessarily.
I think
I think
you
Morgan's
have.
doing pretty
Thank
good.
you, Morgan. Now,
You just want to be back on the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to another very hot, horrifying topic, how does the Obama administration not know that no cuts and continued spending is going to collapse the system? Do they know
They know.
that?
Yes, they know.
Of course they
Do
know.
you think they know that Obama knows that? Like, are they deliberately trying to
Oh,
collapse
yes.
this? You say it's deliberate.
And I'll tell you something. I told you a little bit earlier today. I'm looking at all the signs that are coming out of Washington. The Homeland Security buying up ammunition by the billions. Automatic rifles by the thousands. What are they preparing for? Why is there such a push to take guns out of the American people's hands? Why is it? Do you
'Cause
think
they're,
they know that this economy is gone over the cliff? They know it.
Okay.
And there is civil unrest.
And they know it's coming.
They
and
know
now,
it's
Dwight,
coming.
Yes.
a lot of people would say, who's this paranoid person? Playing in Dallas did something to her brain.
That's right.
But what do you think that there's actually legitimacy in this kind
Yes,
of thinking?
of course. That's why, I mean, Americans, well, look at what happened with Michelle Obama on ABC television. She was talking about the young girl from Chicago who sang and who was shot, right? And she said because he had automatic rifles that he shouldn't, weapons that he shouldn't have had, and they cut it out. They edited that out because it was a mistake. It was with a handgun. 3 billion hollow point bullets, and we get no explanation as to why this is going on. It causes suspicion, and they don't answer. They simply don't come forward with a rational explanation as to why the government should be buying. And you have manufacturers of ammunition denying municipalities the right to buy it because they don't want. They're feeling the heat right now. So Beretta's going to move out of Maryland. Manufacturers are starting to fight back with the government. There is something going on, and you know the story about the NRA. So
Anne Marie?
Yes. I think that one of the cuts that should be made immediately are cuts to Barack and Michelle's vacations.
I
Personally.
completely agree.
Oh, you mean the
Defund
flying
them.
around
Okay.
and
Millions
millions
of dollars
Yeah.
of vacations
Yeah.
while they're trying to say that everyone else has to get rid of the vacations.
Sounds like a good idea. This is the nomenclatura in our society, right? They want all equality, but some people are more equal than others.
Don't take their stuff away.
No.
Right?
The redistribution of
take
wealth
their
by the
stuff
left. It's an
away.
incredible thing.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's an investigation in the Texas public school system as we're speaking that students came to school wearing burqas or put on the burqas in the school and we're calling terrorists freedom fighters, and this is some kind of diversity practice of kids. In my world, why not put Nazi uniforms on and make little kids do the goose step? I mean, this is just evil. Your thoughts on this, Morgan?
Oh, listen, I was amazed. First of all, I was shocked it was in Texas.
But this is the way our
it
culture's
amazed,
going.
it
Lumberton,
amazed me.
Texas. It's a tiny town.
It's a tiny town, but you see what's happening is that it's like a cancer. And it's moving in state by state, city by city, maybe a little at a time, maybe in a little town like that. And all of a sudden, what are they doing? They're indoctrinating children.
Yeah, and we're
That's what
afraid
they're
to say
doing.
anything.
And nobody will say anything because they have to be freaking politically correct about everything. And I've had it with politically correct. If we don't stand up, seriously, if we don't stand up and start saying, enough is enough, no more of this, that's it,
Well,
you have to.
Thank you, Morgan. But look, I mean, this is an evil practice. Women have acid thrown in their face, their eyes gouged out, killed for refusing to wear the burqa, and It's just atrocious.
This teacher
And-
didn't teach anything about that.
No.
Yeah.
She was teaching that it's a religion of peace,
Yeah.
and that they're wonderful to women, and the parents only found out about this because they saw a picture of their
picture.
children wearing burqas on Facebook.
And guess what? The left would defend this because we're trying to have a multicultural
Diverse.
society.
Oh, really?
But they find out that anything's being said about Jesus in the schools, or God forbid somebody's saying a Christian prayer, the liberals are just
They go
up in
nuts.
arms.
Yeah.
Dwight, very quickly.
Well, just to say that this Christians are being beheaded left and right all over Africa, right into into Egypt, and they're not teaching that in this school, are they? They're not actually discussing what's happening behind the scenes, where people are being murdered in the name of religion. Right. They're calling them freedom fighters, and just to say, it would be nice if they were actually fighting for freedom and were called freedom fighters as opposed to enslavement.
Dwight, has there ever been a time where you wanted to wear a burqa or did?
Only when I see you.
Oh, no.
But, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to say this quickly. You know where I would support this? Okay, get the young girls to put on a burqa in school for role play, and then afterwards, let's have other role plays. Let's have the supposed husband come in and beat her, and then show the Quranic verses
Right.
to justify beating your wife in the Islamic world.
right.
Then pretend he's throwing acid on her face
Right,
and show some
right.
pictures of women that have suffered acid attacks. Hey, teach the whole story.
That's
Don't
right.
just
That's
teach the
right.
beginning.
That's right.
You want to teach Islam? Then teach about Islamic gender apartheid. And it's a real shame. We've come to the end of our first segment, but 10 seconds each. Anybody that wants to say anything?
You know something? I totally agree with you. That was brilliantly said, and I've got to say, if they would do diversity, and they would say, okay, we're going to show you this side of the religion, and then they show the film,
Yeah.
the stoning of Soraya
Now
M.,
you're talking.
right?
Yeah.
And they say, okay, this is the other side of it. You make up your mind.
Yeah.
And you know what? Since Morgan compliments me, she gets the final word. We'll see you in a couple minutes for the second segment of the Glazov game.